Hi Scorpio, and welcome to your September 2020 work and career reading. I had to think about that then. How bizarre. Okay, those of you who are used to the channel, have joined me before, you'll notice that the setup is slightly different. I'm in a temporary setting at the moment. My father's in hospital, so I am working from his flat because I need to be close by so that, you know, I can be on call to visit him when I'm able. I don't mean when I'm able, but when hospital let me, because at the moment, obviously we can't, but I just need to be close by to help take him things. So yeah, anyway, let's not get into all of that. So that's why. It's also, my father lives in an elderly care facility, so if you hear doors banging in the background or voices in the background, it's literally carers and residents walking by in the corridors outside. So I do apologise if there's any disturbance, but I will do my best to get through the reading and for you to, yeah, hear the messages you need to hear from Spirit. So thank you, Scorpio, by the way, for all your love and support, all your comments, you know, all the interaction you've been having with the channel. It's lovely for me to know that I'm not sitting here on my own just reading for me. No, really. So thank you for your likes. Thank you for joining us on the channel. By the way, if you're new to YouTube and you don't understand the whole subscribe thing, because I know I didn't, I was very wary about clicking it the first time because I thought, oh no, what's this going to tie me into? It doesn't. It literally is a button that allows you to be notified. You have to click the bell next to the button as well. You click subscribe and the bell, and then you get notified of any future videos I do. I apologise to all of you who know YouTube already, but you know, when I was new, I didn't know that. So, you know, there's no cost attached, you don't get tied into it. You know, it just literally helps the channel to grow because, you know, more subscribers come in, etc., etc. And also it gets the video shown more. So I would appreciate your support if you could. So if you haven't already subscribed, then please do so. I love you forever, Scorpio. All right, you don't want to hear me. Let's get on with it. So we're looking at your work and career for September, and let's get started. Spirit, let's focus on Scorpio, please. Work and career for September. Oh, okay. I'm going to lay all the cards, Scorpio, then we'll go through them properly, but I'll tell you what they are as we go along. So, whoops, Spirit are lively. I'm going to take that one in reverse because that's how it came out. So we have chop wood in reverse, we have TikTok. I will go through these all in a moment. I just want to get them all out so we know what we're dealing with. To the sea. Change in the wind, Scorpio. Lovely. I love that. I love it in a work reading. Chaos and conflict. Okay. We've got the zebra theme going on here. Wow. Let's see. We have by the book. We have all the glitters. And we have peace. And breathe. Okay, Scorpio, let's get started. So, I'm going to have a drink of water before we start so I don't cough. Here we go. So we have here and now. In September, Spirit want you to concentrate in the moment. So they don't want you stressing about the future and what the future holds and what's going to happen and what's going to, you know, is this what's going to happen next and where am I going to go and what should I do? They don't want you stressing. And they don't want you to look at the past and think, what should I have done? You know, going over and over and over and over it. They don't want you to do that. Look how peaceful this person is here. I think she's a fairy. Yeah, she looks like a fairy image. Or she could be an angel. But I think she's a fairy. But anyway, she's happy where she is in the here and now. What does that flag say? Yeah, the flag actually says in tiny print, it says you are here. They want you to be mindful. This is all about mindfulness. They want you to sit in the present, Scorpio. They don't want you dwelling on the past. They don't want you worrying about the future. Okay? They want you to appreciate what you have at the current time. Now, for some of you, especially if you've been through a hard time with work over the last few months, or if you haven't been employed and you've applied for lots of jobs, you may not be feeling very peaceful in the here and now. But Spirit is saying there's a timing issue here. We have a timing thing here. They've just said divine timing in my head. So for some reason, this is happening for some particular reason, So they're wanting you to actually be appreciative of what you have got, look at what you could build on potentially, but they don't want you to stress about it. Now, what's interesting here is that the Chopwood card is a card of busyness. The Chopwood card is all about you working, it's all about you getting busy, it's all about you taking action. But this has come up in reverse. Now, this is intriguing for me, because it's very rare, especially in a work and career reading, that Spirit say, we don't want you to do anything. Now, I'm not saying that they're saying that because we haven't got to the rest of the cards yet, but don't get too excited. But at the moment, they're saying they want you just to be peaceful in the here and now. They don't want you to go around manically doing things to try and move things forward, because you're going to be hitting brick walls. Because what Spirit is saying, as I just alluded to, divine timing's at work here. It's like Spirit have a plan, okay? Now, as I say, they're not saying do nothing. If there are things that help you in your everyday life or bring you a bit of money in, they get on with it. Spirit are very abrupt today. They're funny, but they are very direct, and they just said, get on with it in my head. They want you to just, if there's something even in your everyday life that's achievable, doesn't cause you any stress, and you quite enjoy doing, then they're saying continue, get on with that. But what they don't want you to do, if you're worrying or stressing, they don't want you to put loads of energy into doing something that may have a very little outcome, because they're saying it's a timing issue you're dealing with here, Soon, Scorpio, certainly during the month of September, if you're more relaxed in your thinking and you listen to your intuition, you will actually feel that which direction you will be guided as to which direction you need to go in. If you look at this boat, I don't know how clearly you can see this on the camera, but if you look here, there's an arrow pointing forwards, and look how calm this water is. So this person is travelling, okay? There may be a travel involved here for some of you, but it feels like the message here is, don't worry if things aren't moving ahead right now. Don't stress about it and try and, as I say, get on with stuff that is bringing very little return. Do everyday stuff to cover your bills, obviously, but soon in September, around the middle of September, you should get some idea of what is the right way forward for you, okay? And that's when your journey will begin, because, as I said earlier, I love this card. There is a change in the wind. There's a change coming up for you, Scorpio, but it won't become apparent. It won't be apparent at the beginning of September. It may be for some of you. Remember, this is a general reading. This reading won't even resonate with all of you. I need to make that clear, because I know some people sort of say, oh, I didn't like that reading. And it's because it probably doesn't resonate with you. It is very general, obviously, for all of the Scorpios out there. But for some of you, there is going to be this change coming up. But at first it won't be clear, and you will just need to tread water, basically, but it will become clear nearer the middle of September. Okay, now it is going to be a change, and you may feel that life suddenly becomes a bit chaotic. There may be some heavy negotiation that has to go on, which may lead to a bit of conflict even, but it just sort of feels more like, because these changes are happening, there's going to be changes to your routine potentially. It could be that you're having to work, it could just be you're having to work different hours, or you're having to approach work differently, or maybe you're having to, go to different places. You're having to travel to get to where you need to be. It just feels like initially, and I don't feel this is a long-term chaos at all, I feel that initially this change, after a period of sort of just sort of coasting really in your everyday life, suddenly it'll be almost like action taking place, and that'll lead you to some feeling a bit chaotic. Doesn't mean you are chaotic, but you'll be feeling a bit chaotic maybe. And they're saying, look, if that's the case, just do things in an orderly way, Scorpio. You know, don't say, yes, I can do this, yes, I can do that, yes, I can do this, and stretch yourself in so many directions that life feels chaotic and you burn yourself out. They're saying do it by the book, you know. And whatever this change is, make sure that they've just said legal. Ooh, Scorpio. They've literally just said legal, you know, but make sure that you're happy with what you're doing. Make sure that it's keeping you on, I hesitate when I say straight and narrow because I'm a really creative person, but yeah, make sure that it's not going to get you into trouble or difficulty or make your work situation, you know, make you financially struggle or anything like that. This is what they mean. So, you know, check out that it's sort of in your best interest. And I especially say that because we've got, with the All That Glitters card, it has a lot of different meanings, this. But, and funnily enough, this has just come up on a previous reading that I've done as well. So it's a warning that Spirit are giving out today that, you know, something about this change may seem all very glorious and exciting, but they want you to check out what's behind it, because you know that saying, all that glitters isn't gold. That's what this card signifies in this context, because there's, you know, we have the masks here on top of the gold. So that's why they're saying check things out, make sure that you're happy with whatever this change is. It's a good change, it feels again progressive, but don't take on so much that you feel chaotic. Make sure you've still got control of it and it's orderly, because, you know, otherwise you could end up burning yourself out, and you may not get the results for all the yeses that you say. Does that make sense? I hope so. So basically, don't spread yourself too thinly. You know, keep on the track you need to keep on with whatever this job opportunity is, or this change in your work situation is, and that way you will be paid for what you are putting in. Because it feels like, you know, those sorts of jobs that you take on and, you know, sort of your manager will say, it has those clauses in, doesn't it? I don't know what it's like in other parts of the world, but certainly in England, every contract you get says, there's this clause that says, and anything your manager sort of wants you to do. It's not quite like that, but it's that sort of thing, so that they can just slot in bits of work that you weren't expecting. It's got a bit of a feel of that about it. This is a nice opportunity. It's something you've been waiting for, but they're saying, you know, be careful if somebody is saying to you, and this is only an example, but if someone is saying to you, oh yeah, you've got this job, yeah, but actually we'd like you to work till midnight 4 nights a week, but actually we're not going to pay you that much, but you know, if you want the job, and you might be tempted because it's something you're really interested in, but they're saying, you know, just look out for people taking advantage along the way, and that's what could cause the chaos, because that may force a change in your routine, etc., etc. So they're saying, you know, toe the line with your job, but actually make sure that you're going to get paid for all the things that you know, all the hours you've put in. And that sounds awful, because that sounds like they're going to work you until you can't work anymore. But I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, I'm giving these as examples that, you know, there is this nice opportunity coming in. It's a definite change. Things are going to get busy, but they're saying, you know, make sure you follow the steps that for the actual job you're doing, to make sure you get what's owed to you, because life's going to become very peaceful for you, Scorpio. So this is what tells me that this is a good opportunity for you. And by taking this action, following the sort of guidance Spirit are giving you here, that's what's going to keep you or give you a peaceful life. Okay? So, you know, You've waited for this. Don't let the chaos take away your peace. Okay? I hope that makes sense. I went about it in a very long fashion there. But let's get some clarity. Let me see if I can sort out my camera angle so we can fit some more cards in. It's difficult on this table. Yeah, we'll go through them anyway. Right, so Spirit, we need clarity on this, please. Why do we have here and now for Scorpio? Yeah, look, concentrate on the here and now in September. Just be mindful, just sit where you are for the beginning of September, because you're going to have the opportunity to start anew. At the moment, you know, at the beginning of September, you may feel you're in the caterpillar mode. But as September progresses, you're going to have this new opportunity. These changes come that allow you to develop into a butterfly. So why do we have, sorry, there's a lady outside the window shouting to her friend from a distance. So I apologise if you hear noises in the background. Okay, so why do we have chopped wood? Why is it in reverse, Spirit? What can you tell us about this? Yeah, we have lend a hand. So, you know what Spirit is saying, the reason that they sort of said, look, it's not time to charge around or be busy, is because you need a bit of a hand moving forward to actually make the changes you want to change, you want to make, Scorpio. So, you know, don't be hard on yourself, they're saying. You know, don't sort of push yourself to the degree where, as I say, you come out, you know, not feeling that you've gained anything, because, you know, you maybe need some time, and it may be that you need the hand of Spirit, because we did talk about divine timing here. So why do we have TikTok here, please, Spirit? Spirit for Scorpio. Why do we have TikTok? Yeah. I kind of feel, Scorpio, that you're being asked in the beginning of September to stand by, you know, and as I say, it doesn't mean do nothing, it doesn't mean stop working, it doesn't mean, you know, don't do what you should be doing, but, you know, the Chariot is moving forward. It's always, you know, I associate this with the Chariot card, and they're saying don't get disgruntled if you feel like you're being left behind, because your opportunity is about to come in the right timing. You're going to know when it comes in, you know. Here we have you knowing the direction you're moving in. Please give us more information about that, Spirit. Yeah, you may be getting advice from somebody. This says seek an expert, and yes, you may go to somebody to talk through options, or, you know, you may have somebody that you come across. It may be, you may be on a train one day and just end up chatting to somebody that you're sitting with on the train that just sort of gives you a new idea. Your direction is going to become clear. There's definitely going to be somebody that sparks some sort of thought process in you, or shows you what steps you have to take to go after what you want in your working life. And this is probably why they're saying you needed a hand, because maybe you haven't got all the information about the steps that you want to take in your working life, Scorpio. Yeah, so they're saying, they're always one step ahead of me, I tell you. So they're saying when this change comes, say yes, Scorpio. If you have a new opportunity come your way, or you're inspired by this conversation with this person, say yes. It's a time for growth, Scorpio. It's a time for you to turn into a butterfly during September. So why is the chaos there here, Spirit? Why are you showing Scorpio chaos? You want them to spread the light. Okay. So life might seem a bit chaotic, because you may be asked, you know, if say, for example, you take on a new job or you start something new, you may be in demand. A lot of people may want to hear what you have to say, Scorpio, and that may be, remember I was saying, you may be saying yes, 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 yes. Say, for example, you started a small business, and you think, oh yeah, it'll be okay, it'll grow slowly, and then suddenly everybody wants to hear about it, and you're pulled in so many directions that it sort of feels chaotic. That could be the case, because Spirit are saying you're going to be called upon to spread your light. So, you know, whatever it is that you're going to be saying or doing, or, you know, a lot of people are going to want your knowledge and your skills, Scorpio, and that's why life might feel a bit chaotic in the month of September when this new opportunity comes in, this change happens. It may be a new job, or it may simply be within, if you're in employment already, it may be in your workplace. You may be asked to take on additional work or a new project, and everybody might want to know about it because it's a new project, you know. Could be something like that. You'll know how it resonates with you. So why are we saying by the book, Spirit? Yeah, they're just saying, look, you know, be thankful for what you have got, okay? Be thankful for this new opportunity and, you know, basically toe the line. They've just said plod along, which is a bit mad when they've just said things could get a bit chaotic. But I think they're saying, you know, take control of it. Do it in the timing that you feel comfortable with, Scorpio. Whatever this project is, take it forward slowly and be thankful for the opportunities that are coming your way, because it feels like you were sort of cruising a bit at the end of August, beginning of September, or just, you know, continuing in sort of an everyday sort of life when you wanted something new and exciting to come in. So why do we have all that glitters? Yeah, they're saying don't rush into anything. Don't rush into anything. You know, if somebody says, yeah, I like what you've done at your presentation, for example, you know, I want you to come and work for me, or I want you to, you know, we're going to offer you a multi-million-dollar contract. I don't know why I said that. I don't deal in dollars. I'm a pound person. You know what I mean? You know, I got carried away with the moment there. If they actually come in with an offer that seems too good to be true, don't leap at it, is what Spirit is saying. Take time to check it out and, you know, don't put all your attention into that particular offer, for example, because, you know, it may not be as it seems. So they're saying be methodical, take it step by step, and, you know, keep control of this situation. So we have this lovely peace card at the end, and you know what I love about it, and I'm going to clarify in a moment, but what I love about it is we start September with them saying be in the here and now, and look at what she's sitting on, and look at what we have here. Okay, so they're saying stay throughout September, you know, stay mindful of every moment, you know, thank God or the universe or spirit or the angels for where you're at, because, you know, enjoy the moment that you're in. Don't worry about the future or the past. But what I love about it is that's going to bring you peace. We have the same egg here, okay, and the peaceful dove. And what is lovely, look at these numbers. We have 32, which means 5, which adds to 5, and 23, which adds to 5. So please look up the number 5, because that is significant for you, Scorpio. Look up the meaning, the spiritual meaning of the number 5, okay? And we have 2 5s, remember? So look at 55, or 5 and 5. Right, sorry, I'm getting off track. So let's see the clarifier for this. I love the fact that I'm getting distracted here. This egg has a star on its head. So it's like, yeah, you've gone from being mindful in the moment there to being the star here at the end of September. Yeah, and they're saying to you, you know, be honest with yourself, Scorpio. Be honest about what you can achieve. You know, be honest, be confident though. But they're saying don't let this project run away with you. Keep control of it. You know, don't be afraid to say no to the things that you think aren't in your best interest. Okay, so let's get some tarot. I'm aware that I've chatted a lot in this reading. I'm having a little chat with my Scorpios. I like you. Let's just pull 3 or 4 tarot to bring this all together, because this is kind of interesting. Let's see, Spirit, please. How can we bring this together for Scorpio? What's your best advice for Scorpio? Okay, we have a heartbreak card, the Three of Swords. Sorry, I didn't show you that. The Three of Swords. It's usually a card of heartbreak. It's the first card out. So it suggests to me that the hard times are in the past. Yes, they are, because next we have the Hierophant. Hierophant is a card of healing. It's a card of feeling balanced, of feeling in control, of feeling, you know, fulfilled enough to be able to lead others, you know, but it is a card of healing. So if you've had some hard times in your financial life, in your work life, those hard times are going to be over, because in the middle here we have a card of healing. Yeah, and you're going to be able to achieve, and you're going to be able, you may have achieved already, Scorpio, in your working life, and you may be looking for pastures new, and here you are looking like you feeling established, feeling like you've achieved, and just relaxing and taking that moment to contemplate next steps. So that's all about forward planning. Do we have another one, Spirit, please? I never like to pull 3 cards. I do occasionally, but I don't like to. Okay. Be careful of people around you, Scorpio, because as things begin to really take off for you in the month of September, there will be people around you advising you how to do things because they think they know best, and giving their opinions and gossiping, and, you know, it's always, isn't it funny how people who give you advice are always the people that have no experience in that area? Well, it sort of has that feel about it, you know? So be mindful of the chatter around you. Be mindful of the fact that Spirit want you to follow your own initiative, your own instincts in the month of September, because you have the skills to take this forward. Don't be afraid to say no. Doesn't matter what people say. Don't be a people pleaser. He's saying, don't do this, don't do that. But you know what I mean, Scorpio? What they're saying is, you know, don't feel you have to make your life chaotic by making others, you know, don't be afraid to turn down things if they're not right for you, is what I'm saying. But be mindful that there will be lots of people trying to give you their opinion, because that tends to happen as you're becoming successful. People sort of like to join in. I'm sure I could have said that better, but you know what I mean. Take from it what you will. Tell me if it resonates. Right, Scorpio, I'm going to leave it there. That was a bit of a crazy reading. I do apologise, but sometimes I go off on a tangent. I don't know. My Scorpios have an effect on me. It's because I'm a Pisces. We blend too well. All right, Scorpio. If you enjoyed the reading, please tick like. As I said, the love readings will be out hopefully next week, as long as everything's okay with my father and I don't, you know, time-wise and attention-wise, you know, I'm not sort of drawn to deal with difficult stuff over there. So, yeah, otherwise, as I say, please subscribe if you haven't already. Click notification for the readings for hopefully next week, the love readings, if you want to see those. And I will speak to you all very soon. Enjoy the last week of August and have a fantastic September. It's looking good for you, Scorpio. Take care. Bye.